And so I realized that it's a blessing to have your spouse and give him peace, just let him be.
French President Emmanuel Macron was seen being slapped by his wife when they were coming from a plane. And remember, to make matters worse, Macron is a president. He has an elderly woman as a wife. In our African culture, marrying a woman older than you is a taboo. I know it's being normalized, but it is a taboo. In fact, even in our religion as a Muslim, it's permissible, but marrying an older woman, it is said that it is sooner putting him undercover. So Macron being slapped by his wife is not the first thing which has ever happened to presidents. Even here in our country, we have ever seen the First Lady JANET Museveni. And I'm not saying it in a bad way, because I know when you talk about JANET Museveni gets furious. But remember, I think they were making their pronouncement about their marriage. He went on to say that you should leave your men to be. So in this episode, I've come to talk about the slap which was given to the French President Emmanuel Macron, what it means in our African context, and most importantly, the study materials we can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to let you know that if you are new to this channel, please subscribe. And if you're watching this video from a different platform, please head on to YouTube, type in Sula Mawagali. There's a lot of content of this nature. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. So a video clip surfaced on social media. I think the French president was going to Russia, and he showed how his wife, an elderly woman, because the wife is 72, the president is 49. The wife was a teacher of that child in primary. Okay, he was seen slapping the president. I know some people, if you are president or holding any position, your family may not see you as that. You recently saw the Pope's brother, how they talk to him. You may see the Pope and give him respect and everything, but their brother see him as a brother. So Macron president was slapped by a wife. I think that wife abuses men. Normally people say that men abuse women, but there are some women who abuse men. Just that the men's issue are not normally put in the public. If it was the president slapping his wife, we will see a different turn. But there are very many women who abuse their husbands. This is the truth. So before I proceed, I want to play a tape of when the French president was being slapped. Here's the tape. That is the French president. So I don't know how society judges this. When a woman beats his husband, he isn't blown out of proportion. In fact, they praise the man for restrainment. But if a man beats a woman, that is another story. But remember, this is not the first time. Okay? Do you know that JANET Museveni came out to say that now he no longer chases about her husband, that he used to follow him whenever he goes. So now he has to let him go. And that's the advice which is supposed to be given to women. So if a person like JANET Museveni is, I think, 76 years, coming out to say that he no longer follows his husband. Remember, JANET Museveni is 8 years. It means sometimes men are hard to contain. So she came out to say that he no longer faces her husband. In fact, he said these statements.
And so I realized that it's a blessing to have your spouse and give him peace. Just let him be. What he wants to do, let him do, because it's nothing. And now I know that really, and he knows, I don't follow him picking up things and saying small things. And ladies, just let your husbands be.
That is JANET Kataha Museveni. So a person we see as a president, in his family is seen as a father, as a husband, as a brother. It is the truth. Okay? So even presidents face these things in their family, because family is one of the hardest things to contain. There are very few, if a person has a success in family, because I think family is core value that everyone must have a goal in that. There's also a scenario where the Kenyan president, his wife told him, brought him on a press conference, told him to apologize and deny that he doesn't have any wife. Can you imagine your wife takes you on a television set to come out and announce that this is my only wife, I don't have another wife? And it is done to our president here in Africa. It hasn't happened in Kenya. That was President Kibaki. At least let me play a tape so that you can see.
I want to make it very clear that I have only one dear wife, Lucy, who's here, and I do not have any other. Ask any question you want to ask me. I'm happy to reply to them.
Ask now or never.
That is President Kibaki. So even presidents face these things. Okay? Where a woman can control the husband, and women can control the husband, can control husbands in very many times. Okay? So presidents face these things. Of course, it was an embarrassment for a woman to beat the French president. I don't know which problem was there. And to make matters worse, the woman is even older. At least a young girl to do that to me. But older women, at age difference of almost 30 years, the woman is 72. The French president is 49. He was your classmate. I think he still looks at him as that class boy in primary one. So that's what happened. Of course, that's my opinion. Do make comments by commenting about this. Thank you very much for listening in. If this is your first time on YouTube channel, I implore you to subscribe, like, and comment so that I can be motivated to do more of such videos. I'll see you on another one. Peace.
Gabyankizo netufuna kye tuyigamu engeri gye tufiiriddwa sijja kwogera nnyo enkya kuziika muganda waffe tusuubira mwebale nnyo bambi kubeera wano ne mukungobezaako maama ne mumugumya nange ensawo y'okuziika nabadde nagitaddemu dde ekintu nsookedde wa maama naye era nja kwongera n'enkya tugende tuwerekere muganda waffe neeyanza nnyo neeyanzeega okumpa kuno omukisa okwogerako nammwe.